Man About the House captured a playful 1970s world of flat sharing, flirtation, social change, and domestic chaos above the Ropers' home. But behind Robin, Chrissy, Joe, George, and Mildred were long careers, quiet retirements, painful losses, and the charm of a television era that never quite faded. Robin Tripp is the cheeky young culinary student at the center of Man About the House, the charming flatmate whose smile, confidence, and misunderstandings define the show's playful spirit. Played by Richard O'Sullivan, born in 1944 in Chiswick, London, he was 29 when the sitcom began in 1973. In 2026, Richard O'Sullivan is 82. Robin remains beloved because O'Sullivan made youthful confidence feel funny, kind, relaxed, and unmistakably 1970s. Beyond Man About the House, Richard O'Sullivan carried the role into the spin-off Robin's Nest, further cementing his place in British sitcom history. His Robin Tripp endures because he helped make the flat-sharing setup feel warm, modern, and likable, even when he was being slightly too clever for his own good. Mildred Roper is the elegant and frustrated landlady in Man About the House, the woman whose dreams of refinement constantly collide with George Roper's laziness. Played by Yootha Joyce, born in 1927 in Wandsworth, London, she was 46 when the series began in 1973. She passed away in 1980 at 53 from liver failure, leaving behind one of British sitcom's most memorable comic women. Mildred remains unforgettable because Joyce made disappointment stylish, funny, sharp, and deeply human. Beyond Man About the House, Yootha Joyce carried Mildred into the successful spin-off George and Mildred, where her performance took center stage. Her Mildred Roper endures because every sigh, glare, and sarcastic remark revealed both comedy and the ache of a woman who wanted more. George Roper is the lazy and grumbling landlord in Man About the House, the husband whose lack of ambition becomes one of the show's great comic pleasures. Played by Brian Murphy, born in 1932 in Ventnor, Isle of Wight, he was 41 when the series began in 1973. He passed away in 2025, at 92, leaving behind a beloved place in British sitcom history. George remains unforgettable because Murphy made laziness strangely charming, harmless, slouched, and full of comic defeat. Beyond Man About the House, Brian Murphy carried George into the successful spin-off George and Mildred, making him a fixture of British television comedy. His George Roper endures because he wanted peace, the pub, and as little responsibility as possible, while Mildred wanted style, respectability, and a much better husband. Larry Simmonds is the restless bachelor friend in Man About the House, the confident and unreliable schemer who brings gossip, flirtation, and trouble into the flat. Played by Doug Fisher, born in 1941 in St. Albans, Hertfordshire, he was 32 when the series began in 1973. He passed away in 2000, at 58, from a heart attack, leaving behind one of the show's most mischievous supporting presences. Larry remains memorable because Fisher made cheekiness funny, energetic, self-serving, and essential to the show's sense of mischief. Beyond Man About the House, Doug Fisher stayed closely associated with Larry's bachelor energy and lively timing. His Larry Simmonds endures because he was the perfect contrast to Robin, slicker, louder, more impressed with himself, and almost guaranteed to make every situation worse. Jim is the quieter supporting presence in Man About the House, the kind of everyday character who helps the sitcom world feel lived in beyond the main flat and the Ropers downstairs. Played by Michael Siegel, born in 1924 in London, England, he was 49 when the series began in 1973. He passed away in 1996, at 72, following a brief illness, leaving behind the legacy of a steady character performer. Jim remains notable because Siegel made a small part feel natural, dry, calm, and warmly familiar. Beyond Man About the House, Michael Siegel worked in television and entertainment roles that quietly supported a show's tone. His Jim endures because sitcoms are not built only from big misunderstandings, but also from ordinary interruptions, puzzled looks, and small rhythms that make a world feel real. Norman is the polished and slightly snobbish neighbor in Man About the House, a respectable figure whose superiority creates perfect comic contrast with the Ropers, played by Norman Eshley. Born in 1945 in Bristol, England, he was 29 when he first appeared in 1974. In 2026, Norman Eshley is 81. Norman remains memorable because Eshley made snobbery crisp, watchable, charming, and perfectly suited to the Ropers' comic universe. Beyond Man About the House, Norman Eshley continued working across theater, film, and television, and his character became even more important in the spin-off George and Mildred. His Norman endures because his neatness, confidence, and social judgment made George's laziness and Mildred's aspirations even funnier. Jerry is the warm and bumbling comic presence in Man About the House, a supporting character whose confusion and physical humor bring another layer of gentle disorder into the series. Played by Roy Kinnear, born in 1934 in Wigan, Lancashire, he was 40 when he appeared in 1974. He passed away in 1988, at 54, from complications after a riding accident, leaving behind one of Britain's most cherished comic legacies. Jerry remains memorable because Kinnear made awkwardness warm, expressive, believable, and impossible not to like. Beyond Man About the House, Roy Kinnear became loved across film, television, theater, and major comedy collaborations. His Jerry endures because even a small role could feel instantly alive when Kinnear brought his soft face, flustered rhythm, and beautifully human comic timing. Dr. Macleod is the firm professional presence in Man About the House, a brief authority figure who grounds the sitcom's light chaos with no-nonsense calm. Played by Duncan Lamont, born in 1918 in Lisbon, Portugal, he was 55 when the series began in 1973. He passed away in 1978 at 60 from a heart attack, leaving behind a versatile career across British film and television. Dr. Macleod remains notable because Lamont made professionalism feel steady, dry, serious, and neatly placed against comic confusion. Beyond Man About the House, Duncan Lamont worked in dramas, comedies, adventure stories, and science fiction roles, often playing grounded or authoritative men. His Dr. Macleod endures because one straight-faced adult presence could make Robin, the flatmates, and the Ropers' misunderstandings feel even funnier. Jo is the sweet and bubbly flatmate in Man About the House, the innocent young woman whose warmth gives the central trio much of its easy affection. Played by Sally Thomsett, born in 1950 in England, she was 23 when the series began in 1973. In 2026, Sally Thomsett is 76. Jo remains beloved because Thomsett made innocence feel funny, kind, sincere, and central to the show's warmth. Beyond Man About the House, Sally Thomsett was already remembered for The Railway Children, giving her a special place in British screen nostalgia. Her Jo endures because alongside Chrissy's sharp wit and Robin's cheeky confidence, she helped make the flat feel like a real household, full of trust, friendship, and gentle farce. Liz is the stylish and confident romantic presence in Man About the House, a supporting character who brings poise and fresh complication into Robin's world. Played by Jenny Hanley, Born in 1947 in London, England, she was 26 when she appeared in 1973. In 2026, Jenny Hanley is 79. Liz remains memorable because Hanley made a supporting romantic role feel bright, assured, warm, and pleasantly polished. Beyond Man About the House, Jenny Hanley continued working in television and film, becoming familiar to British audiences through acting and presenting across several decades. Her Liz endures because she showed that the flat existed within a wider circle of friends, attractions, passing sparks, and social possibilities. The Agent is a brief but professional presence in Man About the House, a straight-faced figure whose seriousness changes the rhythm of the sitcom's domestic confusion. Played by Derek Seaton, born in 1943 in London, England, he was 30 when he appeared in 1973. He passed away in 1979, at only 35, from a heart attack, leaving behind a career cut far too short. The Agent remains notable because Seaton made a small role feel precise, composed, professional, and touched by real sadness. Beyond Man About the House, Derek Seaton's brief career remains part of the detailed comic world of 1970s British television. His Agent endures because even passing characters could sharpen a scene, bringing outside seriousness into Robin's youthful chaos for one memorable moment. Nigel is the upper-class and self-assured figure in Man About the House, a character whose polished manners bring social contrast into the flatmate's relaxed world. Played by John Colclough, born in 1942 in London, England, he was 32 when he first appeared in 1974. In 2026, John Colclough is 84. Nigel remains memorable because Colclough made social confidence feel slightly stiff, lightly comic, controlled, and perfectly placed against youthful disorder. Beyond Man About the House, John Colclough continued working across British television, remembered for roles that carried confidence and formal presence. His Nigel endures because the show often found humor in class difference, awkward manners, and the collision between polished respectability and easygoing 1970s flat sharing. Chrissy's dad is the protective parental figure in Man About the House, the father whose concern gives the show's modern living arrangement a direct generational challenge. Played by Glyn Edwards, born in 1931 in Farnworth, Lancashire, he was 44 when he appeared in 1975. He passed away in 2018, at 87, with the cause not publicly disclosed, leaving behind a familiar and respected British television legacy. Chrissy's dad remains memorable because Edwards made parental suspicion feel funny, protective, firm, and warmly human. Beyond Man About the House, Glyn Edwards became especially well known as Dave Harris in Minder, one of British television's most recognizable pub landlords. His Chrissy's dad endures because older generations looked at Robin and Chrissy's flat-sharing world with suspicion, and his concern gave that tension a believable voice. Franz Wasserman is the lively guest presence in Man About the House, a character who brings eccentric charm and cultural misunderstanding into the sitcom's domestic world. Played by Dennis Waterman, born in 1948 in London, England, he was 26 when he appeared in 1974. He passed away in 2022, at 74, with the cause not publicly disclosed, leaving behind one of Britain's most recognizable television careers. Franz remains memorable because Waterman made a small comic role feel bright, generous, likable, and full of timing. Beyond Man About the House, Dennis Waterman became famous through The Sweeney, Minder, and New Tricks, where his toughness, charm, and working-class authenticity made him a household name. His Franz Wasserman endures because even a brief appearance offered a glimpse of the star he would become. Chrissy Plummer is the sharp and confident young woman in Man About the House, one of Robin's flatmates and a key part of the show's modern comic rhythm, played by Paula Wilcox. Born in 1949 in Manchester, England, she was 24 when the series began in 1973. In 2026, Paula Wilcox is 77. Chrissy remains memorable because Wilcox made intelligence feel light, stylish, warm, independent, and quietly ahead of its time. Beyond Man About the House, Paula Wilcox continued a long and successful career across television, theater, and film, moving easily between comedy and drama. Her Chrissy Plummer endures because her banter with Robin, friendship with Joe, and sharp observations helped make the flat feel like a believable little world of young people finding their way. The doors of that familiar flat may have closed long ago, but the warmth of Man About the House still lingers. Through Robin's cheeky charm, Chrissy's sharp wit, Joe's innocence, George's lazy confusion, Mildred's elegant frustration, and the many supporting faces who passed through their world, the series captured a lighter, changing moment in British comedy. Some stars are still with us, while others have sadly taken their final bow, but their laughter remains part of television history. If this journey brought back memories, please like, subscribe, and stay with Hollywood 1960s TV, where the legends of the Golden Age live on.